Of the mighty Cuyahoga. It's the Miller Lite Open at Cleveland, the Nautica Center, Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio. Time to join our semifinal now. Wurts and Russell against Loiola and Emmanuel, and we pick up action with Emmanuel and Loiola up 13-4. Tough uphill climb for Russell and Wurts. Henry, 29 years of age. Hometown of Clearwater, Florida. The most improved player back in 1996 on this tour. The best volleyball players in the world. The AVP. 2 points away from a appearance in the finals. Loiola and Emmanuel looking for another point. But it's going to have to wait. Side out.
Henry Russell had been having some difficulty siding out the last few plays. Took a good look at the court that time. Saw Emmanuel making his break to the line. Hits a nice cut shot cross court.
The Rocket Squirrel is Henry's fourth different partner this year. So that shuffle continues. Emmanuel, you saw him take a peek before he swung. He'll get another look at it. This one way off the net, so the defense backs up. Right down the pipe, though, and unable for Russell.
That's when you're happy to be Loiola and know that you can set your partner who's stuck up at the net 10 feet off. And he's such a great athlete, he can still reach back and beat this ball deep middle. That's just a great hit. There's probably 3 guys in the world that can hit that ball like that.
And I think Henry is just a split second slower than maybe he was earlier in the day as far as his reactions because of the heat and as much volleyball as he has played.
The humidity really takes its toll. And that's one thing where the Brazilians get a huge advantage. They grew up in the humidity and the heat of Brazil. They love this kind of weather. They thrive in it. And it makes it difficult when Loiola and Rego are on a roll.
Yeah,
they're just tough to stop.
It's funny, MD, you look at Emmanuel and Loiola, they're barely sweating over on the other side. Wurts and Russell are just digging. They're grinding. No touch.
Another setting error from Loiola. That's a couple of poor sets in a row. Emmanuel able to save the first one, but that one was just too tight. He tried to knuckle it off the block, and it just sailed out of bounds.
This crowd anxious to get going here, but down by 8. Eric Wurts looking to serve. Going to take a timeout. Got a little timeout. There's a good look. Cleveland, Ohio. 13-5. Brazilians on their way to the final.
5 seconds.
The Nautica stage is the backdrop. Here on Fox Sports Net, the Miller Lite Open in Cleveland. Billy Mack, MD. A lot of great volleyball coming your way this next month. We're going to be back in Southern California, Seal Beach, in a couple of weeks. Big block. The Hankster. Henry puts it down for the point. Eric Wurts sneaks a peek at the scoreboard. It says 6-13.
They were hoping for the 7-13 side switch. They're 1 point shy of that. Another good block by Henry Russell. He really sealed that line on this play. Watch him seal the line, press over, and that's textbook blocking by Henry Russell.
Semi-final action. Wurts misses the ace as he went for it that time. Emmanuel with the serve. His error goes right into the net, too. 2:16 remaining on the clock. Russell. His last place was a 9th last week in Cincinnati. He's ranked 24th on tour. Groveling a little bit now. Emmanuel with a little bump just short of the net. Wurts the hustle. And they'll turn it for 2 points in a row by Russell and Wurts, and they ain't dead yet, folks. 13-7. Brazilian final. Franco and Roberto are waiting in the wings. They beat Clark and Bullion. Pretty good outing for Beef, though. He'll take it. Scrambling. Russell and Wurts just caught in the sand. They'll have to towel off a bit.
Great outing for Ian Clark, too. He's been frustrated. He's had He had such high expectations going into this year. He suffered through some tough times, picked up Canyon Seaman when Canyon was really hurting, and so it's nice to see him getting back in top finishes.
Yeah, Ian had taken 5/5 previous to this one. Ian Clark, and now we have come to game points at 14-7, the football score, and Loiola ready to serve it up for the match and get set to face their countrymen in the final.
If you're Jose right now, you just want to get that 15th point, get off the court, get in the shade, and get some rest for the final.
Emmanuel will be up for the block. Loiola waved at that one. A laser beam from Henry Russell, and it'll be 7-14. Wurts will serve it.
This is where you could see Loiola really get frustrated. If Russell and Wurts could go on a little side-out streak right here and keep this match going, you get really frustrated when you know you've got the match, you know you're going to be in the final, but you just want to get it over with and get off the court, get some rest, and you know the other team, Franco Roberto Lopez, has won their semifinal,
right,
and they're already resting.
In quick fashion, because the two semifinals were played simultaneously. They've been resting for a while.
So it's one of those psychological things that each minute that you spend on the court, that you know the other team is resting in the player tent, you feel you've got that much going against you.
So right now, Wurts and Russell playing Senor Spoilers, trying to just keep them out there.
Right, they're cutting a deal with Franco Roberto right now. How much going to give us to keep him on the court a little longer?
What's it worth to you? That one is wide, and that'll do it. So the hitting error by Henry Russell in the applause from his crowd, including a very knowledgeable volleyball group here in Ohio. Good tournament, though, for Russell and Wurts as they take it all the way to the semifinals. But Loiola and Emmanuel look for their first AVP victory together here today.
And here you're going to see one more fatigue-ridden, unforced error by Russell and Wurts. Henry cut one in the net earlier. He hits this one out down the line. And fatigue really got the best of Wurts and Russell in this semifinal match.
Well, Loiola and Emmanuel were in the final in Sacramento. They were beaten by Karian AJ. They get another chance today against Roberto